Hello! Julian asked me to send over some bullet points for an intro to record for the quiz. It's just a 2-minute thing, but we thought you'd be able to handle it. Welcome. There will be 5 rounds of 10 questions each, and we hope you have your answer sheet ready. Now, if something goes wrong, just email your answers to our email address at the end of each half. Now, our email address is madridplayers@gmail.com. That's madridplayers, all together, lowercase, at gmail.com. And that's where you'll send your answers if you have a problem with the answer sheet. And you'll do that at the end of each half. Those 2 links will be written on the screen too, so don't worry about spelling it all out too clearly. There will be a short 10-minute interval halfway through. We hope you enjoy. The winners will get up to 4 free tickets to a show of their choosing in our next season of plays. To be honest, it should be all quite self-explanatory. We're doing a test run tomorrow or Friday.
Hi everyone, and now we have the round of questions on music, including musicals and musicians. Here we go with question number 1. Which British musician wrote the soundtracks for the films There Will Be Blood, 2007, The Master, 2012, and Phantom Thread, 2017, amongst other films? And of which group is this person a member? Question number 2. What links Kiss Me Kate, 1948, West Side Story, 1957, and Catch My Soul, 1968? And you only get full points if you get all 3 right. Question number 3. Reg Dwight is Elton John's real name. Here's a list of real names of some famous people in the music world. We want to know their stage names. Here we go. Paul Hewson, Stephanie Germanotta, Harry Webb, and Eunice Wayman. Question number 4. Holding the record for the most Tony Awards on a night, this musical was based on the 1967 movie of the same name by Mel Brooks. He turned it into a musical at the end of the century and saw it debut on Broadway in 2001 at St. James Theatre, starring Nathan Lane and Matthew Broderick. What musical was that? Question number 5. What Australian songwriter is the protagonist of the jukebox musical The Boy from Oz, originally played by Hugh Jackman alongside frontwomen Chrissy Amphlett as Judy Garland and Angela Toohey as Liza Minnelli? Question number 6. This Andrew Lloyd Webber original sequel opened on the West End in London in 2010, but never made its way to a Broadway stage. But it toured the US in 2017 and 2018 and ran in Tokyo last year. A world tour scheduled to start in December this year is expected to be postponed due to COVID-19. Question number 7. Some James Bond films' theme songs. Who sang the theme song for Goldfinger? Lady Gaga, Shirley Bassey, or Adele? Who sang the theme song for Spectre? Bruce Springsteen, Paul McCartney, or Sam Smith? Question number 8. What is the name of Japan's theatrical art form, known for its vibrant costumes, elaborate makeup, lively sword fights, and heavily stylized drama? What's its name? And question 9. Aida opened on Broadway in 2000. The stellar writing and composition by Elton John and Tim Rice of this modernization breathed new life into the tale of the classic 19th century opera by Verdi of the same name. A Romeo and Juliet-like story. Both versions take place in the ancient kingdom of what country? And our last question, question 10. What was this 1-star scathing review for? And here it goes. It would have all been over much quicker if they measured a year in months and not minutes. Thanks.
Shall I compare thee to a summer's day? Thou art more lovely and more This next round is our Shakespeare round, but Shakespeare and his plays. There'll be 10 questions, and some questions will have multiple parts. Like question 2, there will be a 2A and a 2B, or not 2B. Sorry, I'm distracted. So will this round be a comedy of errors? Will it be much ado about nothing? Or will it be all's well that ends well? So here are the questions. Question 1. In an attempt to appeal to the Brits and the Americans, this is deceptively simple. The question is, what came first, Shakespeare or Virginia? That is to say, the founding of the first English colony in North America in Jamestown. What came first, Shakespeare or Virginia? Question 2. Which of these is not a word invented by Shakespeare? Underdog, swagger, dwindle, or sanctimonious? So they were underdog, swagger, dwindle, or sanctimonious. Question 3. What disastrous occurrence connects Pericles, Twelfth Night, The Tempest, and the Comedy of Errors? So what disastrous occurrence connects these 4 plays? Question 4. Which play, the only of Shakespeare's plays to be set in Spain, follows the King of Navarre and his companions as they agree to resist the temptations of women? So which play is the only of Shakespeare's to be set in Spain? Question 5. Now, this question has 4-part answers, each worth half a point. And from which play do the following lockdown-themed quotes come from? So, 5A. Out, out, damned spot, will these hands ne'er be clean? So, which play is that from? About hand hygiene. 5B. All the world's a stage, and all the men and women merely players. All the world's a stage, and all the men and women merely players. 5C. I would give all my fame for a pot of ale and safety. I would give all my fame for a pot of ale and safety. And finally, 5D. When shall we three meet again? In thunder, lightning, or in rain? When the hurly-burly's done, when the battle's lost and won? So that was 5D. Okay, question 6. Which is Shakespeare's bloodiest play, with the highest body count, and notably includes the family of the title character's enemy baked into a pie they have just eaten? So which is Shakespeare's bloodiest play? Question 7. A reconstruction of the Elizabethan playhouse where Shakespeare performed many of his plays sits on the South Bank in London and has the only thatched roof in London permitted since the Great Fire of 1666. What is this playhouse called? Question 8. Finish this line. A rose by any other name. A rose by any other name. Question 9. William Shakespeare was born in which British town? William Shakespeare was born in which British town? And question 10. This is a 1-star review of a Shakespeare play from a heathen committee member who didn't enjoy what they were seeing. What play are they referring to? Quote, absolutely bizarre that the actors give away the ending in the opening speech. Completely spoils the finale when you know the two main actors die. Also, I don't understand why everyone was sucking their thumbs at the start too. 1 star. Okay, so they were the 10 questions, and best of luck.
Well, hello there. You've caught me in my favorite nook in the apartment. Just catching up with some old friends. Yes, I like to read books. But we're not here to talk about my culture. We're here to read the next category of questions. This category is called Name That Author. Question 1. Salem, Massachusetts forms the backdrop for which playwright's commentary on the McCarthy era of 1950s America? Question 2. Which famous Elizabethan playwright was born in 1564 in England and became the foremost dramatist in London in the years before his death? It's also said that he pioneered the use of blank verse. Clue. It ain't Shakespeare. Clue. It ain't Shakespeare. Question 3. The in-your-face theater movement developed in the 1990s and describes a vulgar, shocking, and confrontational material intended to affect an audience. Which celebrated female playwright wrote Blasted in 1995, a play where the entire set is blown to bits before the interval? Question 4. Who wrote Murder on the Orient Express? Question 5. Spanish playwright Federico García Lorca was born in which province? Spain. The poet and dramatist said of his birthplace that it gives him a sympathetic understanding of those who are persecuted. Question 6. Which American playwright from the Bronx received more combined Oscar and Tony Award nominations than any other writer? And in 1983, he became the only living playwright to have a New York theater named in his honor. Question 7. Who's Waiting for Godot? Well, I assume they want to know who wrote Waiting for Godot. Who's Waiting for Godot? Who wrote Waiting for Godot? Question 8. Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf? Oh, I see what they did there. Oh. Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf? Clever. But we want to know who wrote Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf. Question 9. What style of theater would you be referring to if you described a play as characterized by menacing dialogue, excruciating pauses, and an atmosphere of unease? Pintoresque, Brechtian, or Proustian? Question 10. Now, this playwright has once said, "I sometimes think that God, in creating man, somewhat overestimated his ability." No, he didn't. Well, that may or may not be true. But what is for certain, dear readers, is that this playwright sorely overestimated his ability to entertain me. Good luck. So I said, I'll have what she's having. Oh, we have fun here. This category is kind of a mixed bag. It's Madrid Players Trivia and Technical Trivia. Question number 1. Guess the Madrid Players poster. On the screen, you will be shown a poster from Madrid Player Productions with the titles removed. Name the play based on that poster. Question 2. Which of these is not normally found in a British panto? A man dressed as an older woman, a girl dressed as a younger boy, a small child dressed as a ghost, 2 actors dressed as a cow. Question 3. What is my role on the production team if I am responsible for drawing the plot, managing the focus, changing gobos, and rigging movers? Question 4. Madrid is known for its many theaters, but which location has more? West End or Broadway? Question 5. Which word comes from the ancient Greek term for an actor? Cynic, acrobat, hypocrite, narcissist, bacteria, or chiropodist? Question 6. Which American city is the home of modern-day improv comedy and the base for Second City? Question 7. This term, referring to being the focus of public attention, is derived from the 19th century technique of burning hydrogen, oxygen, and calcium oxide to produce a bright, white light. Question 8. As mythologized by Werner Herzog's 1982 film, what art form inspires Fitzcarraldo to move steamships over mountains deep within the wild jungles of the Amazon? Question 9. Spain's oldest theater is located in San Lorenzo de El Escorial and opened its doors in 1771. Dating from approximately 500 BC, where would you find the world's oldest theater, considered the birthplace of Western tragedy? And question 10. A 1-star review? This 1-star review was given to which Madrid Players production? Terrifying. Had to sit on the floor. Ushers were rude. 1 star. Good luck.
Welcome to the leading ladies round. First question. Which American actress who played Fantine In 2012, Les Mis shares her name with Shakespeare's wife. Now you will see a few pictures. Name the actress and their character. Third question. Which leading lady has always depended on the kindness of strangers? What is the special ingredient of Mrs. Lovett's unusual pies and Sweeney Todd which makes them the worst pies in London? Don't Cry for Me, Argentina is a song from which musical and focuses on the life of which political figure? The original Maureen in Rent, the first Elphaba to defy gravity in Wicked, in addition to countless other roles on and off Broadway. This leading lady has taken to her talents to the big screen, and recent years letting things go in Frozen, giving Adam Sandler a hard time in Uncut Gems, and all with a gleeful television stint in between. "1998 was a big year for female directors, such as Julie Taymor became the first woman to take home the Tony Award for her work directing what Disney classic? In which Beckett play can you find Winnie, buried waist-deep in a mound of dirt throughout, and features a parasol which at one point ignites into flames? Both Mary Martin and Mitzi Gaynor are famously associated with their portrayal of a naval officer in a musical named for this geographical area. 1-star review. Total bait and switch. Not at all the light-hearted romp featuring sentient speaking female anatomy the title led me to believe. It made me uncomfortable, but not the way I was hoping. 1 star.